something that works from your audience and incorporating it. That's, I mean, it's way different. I've streamed before, but I don't talk during it.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta. That's all I care about. I just want to eat.
I've heard it's hard though. Like, shit, get this going. I have questions. I've heard it's hard to play at the same time you're talking. In fact, even Angry Video Game Nerd tapes all the games.
Yeah.
And then does this commentary like this.
Yeah, afterwards. Yeah, it's hard to be good at it. That's why I never claim to be decent when I'm streaming. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck up a lot. I'll miss lethal like all the time.
But I think everybody fucks up.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the appeal is how natural and raw it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, all my good material's gone though.
It's gone. Well, stream's over.
Super raw.
Fuck it.
It's Eddie Murphy raw.
They can hear us. We're live.
Are we live?
Throw on your headphones.
Oh.
We're live at
Oh,
Eddie
do you
Murphy
do you have
Raw.
headphones?
That's good.
Okay. Awesome.
He's got headphones right in front of him.
Oh, great.
Have
Hey,
you seen
hi.
Eddie Murphy Raw, Bex?
Mm-mm.
You even okay?
I'm gonna try.
All right, so
That's
everyone,
gonna be the comedy album you need to listen to next.
Okay.
If you really want to be offended.
I love being offended.
Well, it's one of Eddie Murphy's best. Are we going?
Yeah, hold on, real quick before we get too far into everything. I just want everyone who's in chat to sound off real quick so we can kind of give you a shout out and know who's all listening.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love starting a podcast with a fucking roll call.
Yeah. No, that's great.
I mean, fuck it, you don't have to. Saucymailman's here, Piston Wolf's here, Oh It's Religion, A Foxy Turd, probably Turtwig. He's here. What up, y'all? So let's just jump in.
How's it going?
Yeah, let's go right in. Welcome to Bitfaced. To my right, the guy that's always to my right, drunk as always, Tyler Run TRG Glaze. To my left, her name's Rebecca. We just call her B-Rex. And across the table from me tonight is our new friend, the Saucymailman. How's it going, guys?
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Excellent.
Are we going to skip over talking about the election tonight? I think we should.
Please
Yeah,
do. Please do.
that's-
I've
No
talked
one-
about
no
it
one
all
wants to
week.
get into that.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Smelly.
Okay. I want to ask Saucymailman the question I asked you earlier
Yeah.
at dinner.
I don't remember.
No, I'm going to ask you again. That's the beauty of
Perfect.
doing this live.
Great.
Where do you think the desire to watch somebody play video comes from?
Oh yeah, so I think there's a lot about it. So I know some people watch when I'm playing games because and easy enough, they can't afford to buy all the games that come out. So like, I'm not fucking spending $30 on this DLC when you can just pay for it and I'll watch you do it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So I'll play like a lot of obscure horror games. They're like, I don't want to pay $50 for some shitty indie horror game. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. I'll play it. I don't know. So there's that. And then, so what I like to do with my channel is it's not really about the games I play because I'm fucking terrible most of the time. But we have like a community of people and like I get to know everyone in there, like Piston and Turtwig and whoever's hanging out with us right now. And like we all actually know each other and hang out and we're buddies. So it's more just like chilling with your homies at a LAN party and like getting drunk together and hanging out. And then like I do dumb shit from time to time and pretend like I can play games a little bit. So I don't know. It's pretty fun. But it's more like a community.
So
like,
you say
friendship.
it's like a LAN party, but
Yeah.
those guys are watching you play, not playing against you
Yeah.
and or with you.
Sometimes they play against me.
That's what perplexes me. No,
Yeah.
that's good. I'm glad you're able to draw your listeners into playing, but that's what I don't understand. If you love video games, why would you watch somebody play video games? Obviously, I'm wrong because this is a phenomenon,
Right?
And a lot of people are into it. I just want to pick your brain. You do this every fucking day.
Yeah. I don't. It's really fun. Like, and there's streamers that I watch that I play the same games. I'm like, I could be getting better. Like, actually, like advancing myself in this game. But no, I'm gonna hang out and watch this homie do it. I don't know. I think it's more just about the community aspect and like. You can watch, like, it's the same reason people, like, if you're watching sports on TV, you could go play football, but you're watching football, and you don't even get to interact with those people. But, like, if I watch, like, Reynard or something stream Hearthstone, and, like, I say, what's up, homie? And he's like, oh, hey, it's Saucymailman. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, he said hey to me. So it's cool that you get to interact with each other and get to actually know each other. And then when there's a streamer you really like there's this streamer I watch called Scene of Action that plays music. And when he remembers me, and it's like, oh, hey, what's up? It's Saucymailman. He said that stupid shit yesterday. I'm like, hey, he remembered a thing. Like, it's kind of cool.
So it's more of a direct connection with the person that you're watching play.
Yeah, I think so.
I like that. I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm. At least for me, it is.
Yeah, and I've watched a few of my, I want to stream, but I'm still like, oh, no one's going to want to watch me play a game. But I watch a lot of my
Let
friends
me explain
do
to
it.
you how, never mind. Keep going.
I know what
Max.
you're going to say. I watch a lot of my friends stream, mostly my buddy Rich. He goes by Code 3 Cosplay out on Twitch, and he streams at like really odd hours. He works third shift for the police department, so on his days off, he's up at like 3 a.m. streaming. Which is a totally different crowd, but like he's just really funny. He, talks a lot of smack, makes a lot of jokes, and so I mean that's like entertaining too. It's not just the game itself; it's how well the person kind of like interacts with the game.
Yeah.
But do you get more people that follow you because of the certain game you're playing, or do they just love the Saucymailman or love your friend?
I would say for me, it's mostly not the game I'm playing because I play so many games. Because I usually have like one survival horror game that I'm rotating through, and then like a single player narrative game, and then like always Hearthstone because I love Hearthstone. But it's not like there's a lot of, if you're streaming because it's the game you play, my theory is you better be a fucking professional gamer, because no one's going to come watch me play Hearthstone when I'm sitting at like rank 4 or 5 when they can watch someone like Reynard or someone who's at like Legend and is actually like knows a lot more, where I'm just like dicking around like, I just kicked this kid's ass because it was funny and get it. Like if they're watching you for the game you play, you better be like Overwatch Champion 3000 or like actually good at your craft, whereas I don't try to be.
The couple times I have streamed, I've found you need to play something that no one else is playing, or you need to be playing something very new. Mm-hmm. Something that came out that day seemed to attract followers. But you say you're not pro at Hearthstone yet. I'm sure a lot of people watch you play Hearthstone. Yeah. What I'm glad to hear, though, is you say you play a variety of games. Mm-hmm. If I was going to come to your channel right now, what else could I expect to see you playing? And I know we talked about one. I definitely want you to mention earlier.
Right now we're playing, I'm going through the first Dishonored because Dishonored 2 just came out and I'd never played Dishonored, and Railgun's like, dude, Dishonored's one of my favorite games, you gotta play it. And so I'm like, that doesn't look fun. And then I've been having so much fun with Dishonored, just murdering everyone. It's so great. You just
game.
get to like
high chaos playthrough.
Every single person is dying. If I see someone, they are not going to live anymore. So that's what we're doing.
Playing Dishonored, my first run through, I tried to play like super stealthy and keep as many people alive as possible, and I was bored. Like 2 hours into it, I was like, fuck this game. So I actually talked to one of my friends who actually worked on Dishonored 2, and he was like, no, man, you got to like come up with all these creative ways to kill people. And I'm like, you're right. That sounds like so much more fun than trying to be all stealthy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have never done a high chaos. In fact, I have beat the first Dishonored and not killed a single person. And to me, it was the Hitman aspect of the game. Like every kill, or not even kill, every knockout had to be perfect. Every situation had to be perfect. Now you guys are making me want to play high chaos.
Dude, if you can like stop time or shoot your crossbow, stop time, throw a grenade on your bolt, and then just let it go, let it hit someone and then explode, it's awesome.
See, and you're giving me an aspect of the game I've never experienced. I played a little bit of high chaos, but not much.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, the very first person, they're like, hey, we let you out of this jail cell. I'm like, stab in the throat. And it's like, I can murder anyone? And it's like, this is the best ever. So, yeah, I was playing Dishonored, and there's this scene where there's like, have you guys played it? Have you played the game?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's actually one of the few games you and I both really love.
Cool. So there's this part where it's the dude who's like, he's the scientist guy. I don't remember his name because I'm not good at things, but he's like he's got like a prisoner that's in like a cage area. I guess a prison cell, but he's like the scientist dude where you like go up in his laboratory and you like knock him out. So I knock him out and I steal his keys, and it's like, you can optionally let the prisoner out. So I'm like, yeah, I go let her out, and I just like run up and just stab my knife through her throat, and everyone's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, everyone has to die. I said that. So people were making fun of me. I'm like going through the brothel, like throwing glass jars at like the strippers and like killing them. They're like, you're so evil. Like, that seems fun to me. So fun.
And at the end of the day, isn't that why you play?
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't that why people watch you play?
Yeah, it's a blast.
I highly recommend too. I've only played through the first level, and it's really good.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it.
Did you play, and I'm going on a complete tangent here, the new Call of Duty?
No, I haven't, but I've heard it's good.
I was shocked.
Is it good?
I haven't played the last two because of how cookie cutter it is. It's not amazing. It's not Battlefield 1 good, okay. But the fact that they were willing to completely... There's no guns that I've seen in a Call of Duty before. They're all either renamed or reskinned. So there's no Scar. There's no... You can fly a spaceship around, which was pretty cool.
I think the funniest part about it is most people who are big Call of Duty fans are really upset because it's breaking the mold. And then everyone who's not a Call of Duty fan is like, whoa, Call of
This is
Duty actually looks
good, yeah.
This looks interesting to me.
Battlefield's really well done, though. Am I going to buy either of them this year? Probably not. Not with Dishonored 2 being out, because I can't wait to really dig into the meat and potatoes of that. And I'm glad you guys all have been fans of Dishonored.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's great.
That silence.
Yeah, I like it.
I hate it. I
Can we
fucking
just sit in
hate dead air.
silence?
It almost never happens, but like I was really curious. I was looking over. I was like, oh, there's people in your chat as well.
I'm trying to get them to come over to this other one where the party is.
I mean, that way they could chat with all of us, but some of them just don't like us.
XSplit was having some problems, but we're good now. So yeah, other than that, playing Dishonored, trying to get through that, and then Dark Souls 3, Ashes of Ariandrel, I think is how you say it. So I'm playing it. I think that's what I'm playing tomorrow, but I've played like 3 hours and I'm having a blast because Dark Souls 3 is one of my favorite games ever.
What got you into Souls?
I'm trying to think of why I played it, because I'd never really played that type of game before 3. So 3 was the first Souls games I played. And I was like, these games seem stupid. Why the fuck do I want to play a game where I'm just getting aggravated and dying a lot? And I don't remember who it was, but someone's like, you should just give it a try. It's really good. I think it was Railgun, because he watches some Dark Souls streamers. I'm like, oh, this looks fun. And I played it and was like, instantly hooked. Like from the very start, I'm like, oh, I could get into this game. And I was like, yeah, I keep dying. And for some reason, I like this. But I think it's like, because you are just like this lowly being who's not powerful, and when you finally overtake a boss that you've been working on for 3 hours, like the sense of I just accomplished this, it's the best feeling.
The sense of accomplishment is what, I swear to God, I will love video games to the end of time, but the first time I took like a day on a boss and finally beat him, you don't get that sense of accomplishment from other video games nowadays. And I'll be the first one that says video games are so much easier now.
Oh, yeah.
So much. And not save points aside, games are easier. They hold your fucking hand. What game doesn't start off with 35 minutes of teaching you how to fucking play?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't used to be like that. And I think Dark Souls brought that back into gaming. I mean, even Dishonored 2, what we're talking about, has a 30-minute tutorial to teach you how to... The B button is duck. If you run and hit B, you slide, which is important shit. But to a game, Tyler, that you love this year that everyone hated on, Mighty Number 9 held no hands. And people fucking shit all over it. And I don't think it was a bad game. I just think it was too fucking hard for people.
Really?
Yeah, that's half of what everyone kept saying was like, I'm not standing in the right spot when I down dash. And they're like, I just keep getting killed by these turbines. And I'm like, well,
So figure it out.
get a little closer and then
Get
down
good.
dash. Yeah.
Yeah, don't blow.
No, but that game I think that's got to be the worst. That's the Tony Hawk 6 or Tony Hawk 5 of this year. The worst reviewed game I think I've seen. And neither one of us thought I was that bad. And I think it boils down to games are fucking easy now. Not Witcher, Becca, though. One of the reasons I stopped playing that.
Yeah.
That actually had a quality combats. Witcher's very Dark Souls if
It
you've never
is,
played
yeah.
Souls.
Yeah.
Now, Mailman, did you go back to DS1? Please tell me you did, because that's the pure Souls.
So I beat 3 and then started Bloodborne and got towards the end of it, and I didn't really like Bloodborne, and everyone's giving me shit for like, oh, Blue's so good. I'm like, I don't like it. So
It's a great game.
yeah,
I'm
it's
with you,
good.
though. There's no shield mechanic.
yeah, and
You can't block.
It's just too, like, I feel too much of a badass in Bloodborne. Like, all right, I'm just going to run up and mow these dudes down. And in Dark Souls, I always feel like I'm just a piece of shit. And I like that for some reason. And so I beat 3, got to the end of Bloodborne and said, fuck it, I don't like this game. And then so I got 2. And I started going through 2 and then just kind of stopped playing it because I think I picked up Dishonored and that kind of took over for it. And then Ashes
You have
came
to
out.
play 1.
I'm going to.
I
think
tell
bought
everyone
it.
this, but I wish everyone would play 1 first.
I think I bought it but haven't played
You should have gotten
yet.
it for free if you pre-ordered 3.
Yeah, I think I have it and just haven't played it.
Yeah, I've got one. I
Yeah.
checked before I headed down here, but I've got one. I just need to actually sit down and play it. Maybe I'll do that this weekend.
I think you should, because I'm with you. The level of frustration, you wouldn't think that you would want that
Yeah, it's great.
in a game, but that's exactly what I like. The fact that there are some cheap deaths, But you shouldn't be able to back into an invisible glass wall off the side of a cliff. You should fall to your fucking death.
You're stupid.
You should, if you make a mistake with your shield, you should have to pay for that. You should have to drink Estus. Dark Souls is, and if we do a top 10 of all time games, spoiler alert, Dark Souls is definitely on that fucking list for me. That game gave me physical nightmares.
No, wait, for real?
Physical nightmares. The first game, there's a boss fight that sucks. It's one of the worst fights ever. And it took me a couple days before I could finally plow through it. And yeah, I would sleep and think about that fucking boss fight.
man.
And that's a sign of a good game.
Yeah. I often have games infiltrate my dreams, unfortunately, so I'm sure that's going to happen quite a bit with Dark Souls. I remember when Skyrim first came out, after playing for like maybe 2 days, all of my dreams, they would be totally normal dreams like I would normally have, but they would have like the little health bar and mana bar down at the bottom, just like in Skyrim.
That is, I'm glad I'm the only one that doesn't. All of you guys have dreamed about video games,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Tyler, just rape dreams?
No, I've totally dreamed about video games, but often now I'm way too drunk to even have dreams.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I almost always have dreams, like every night. I don't know. I dream a lot.
Interesting.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't. Like twice a week.
Yeah. No, mine's almost every night. If I don't have a dream, I'm like, did I sleep last night? Like, that's how I remember that I slept.
Does the line ever blur?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've noticed that before, too. I'm glad I'm not the only one there.
I'm a big lucid dreamer. Like, I'll be, like, completely convinced I'm awake and I'm not, or vice versa, and I'll be, like, stumbling around my house and shit. I used to sleep, like, a lot as a kid, and I'd, like, wake up in my parents' cars and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They'd be like, hey, so you're not in your room. Oh, you're in my car. That's awesome. Great. So, yeah. Not as much anymore, but I still, like, lucid dream a lot.
You mentioned twice tonight survival horror.
Yeah.
Please talk to me about what you're playing in that genre, and talk to me about some of your favorites, because that's a genre very near and dear to my heart. Oh my god, yes.
So tell me you're excited for Outlast 2.
I still haven't finished Outlast 1.
Oh, it's one of my favorite games ever.
See, now you're making me want to play that this weekend. I have a day to play tomorrow. We have a day off, no cons tomorrow. I just... Tell me how to get beyond the no weapons thing. That's the problem I have with Outlast.
Okay.
I really got into the creepiness, but I have to play that game at night.
Yeah.
Sound up.
No, yeah. We so whenever we do like horror game streams, we'll like I'll put up these like electric candles in the background and turn off all the lights and stuff. But recent ones we did Alien Isolation. You guys played that one?
Top 5 games for me the year I moved here.
Horror games freak me the
Okay.
fuck out.
Oh.
So I honestly need to stream a horror game because I think people would get a kick out of me like sobbing.
I want you to play Isolation.
So
It's so good.
funny GameStop story. Not that I know you want to talk about GameStop all that much, but when I was
every
working
episode.
there, my assistant manager, he said, "I will buy you lunch for the week if you can get an hour into Dead Space," and I could not make it 30 minutes.
Really?
Really?
Dead Space isn't horrible.
Oh my god.
Alien
It
Isolation's going
freaked me
to
out.
blow your doors off.
Oh, it's so good.
Are you
though.
a fan of the movies?
Yeah, they're
Okay,
great.
a lot of my love for that game comes from the films.
Really?
But Jesus, some of the times I was hiding under a table or in a closet and that fucking...
Oh. And you
Oh
like
my
see the
God,
thing go by.
dude.
I had some of the best moments like ever in that game. It was so good.
Is that the best survival horror game of the past 5 years? You're going to say Outlast, I'm sure, right?
No, I think I liked Alien Isolation better.
I think it's the best.
And just because they had a budget and like the production quality, but like the AI of the alien is just like it's unparalleled. It's too good. You felt like scared the entire fucking time.
Those robots were creepy as fuck
Oh
too,
yeah.
dude.
But the first time you see one like beat some dude's face into the, you're like, oh, what is happening? Why? Okay, like it's so fun.
They did a great job with that. I wish there was more titles like that. Did you play Emily Wants to Play?
Yes, we I beat one game. I forgot what it was, but it was just like anyways, I beat some game, and then we did a poll like, hey, I don't know what to play. We have like 2 hours left of a stream. What should we do? And someone like donated me $10 and said, buy Emily Wants to Play right now. I'm like, all right, sure. So we played it. We played it for like 2 hours, and the whole time it's like so creepy. Like it was really good.
It's pretty
though.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but great. Like definitely good. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but
I
it's
wouldn't
like,
recommend it.
There's not a whole lot of like substance to it because we did everything in like 20 minutes. I mean, the game's like $3.
It's quick.
Yeah, but it's a really intense, like, half-hour situation going on.
What else? What's your favorite of all time?
Of all time
What
ever,
game scares the shit out of you?
Probably Outlast was like the creepiest, like, bad feels game. Amnesia is up there too. We just had Amnesia, and there's a lot of like bad feels in that game too.
Is that the one where you're the kid?
Amnesia's the one where you're in a mansion, like a old school mansion, and you start the game like, all right, that's it, and you are trying to the premise of the game is you gave yourself like an amnesia like elixir and forgot your memories on purpose, and you're trying to figure out why the fuck you did that to yourself, and you realize you were a pretty shitty person, like you were terrible, and that's why you did it. But they go through some like medieval torture scenarios that are very unsettling to watch, and you're just like, oh, what's going on here? Like it's kind of difficult to play.
That's got to be PC only, right?
I think
Yeah.
right now it's PC only. It's
Yeah.
coming out on the Xbox though, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'll have to play it there. I have to
Yeah.
go with Eternal Darkness on the GameCube.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the first game that really fucked with me, like mentally.
Like Piston Wolf said, Silent Hill was scary as shit, but like 3 was probably my favorite and crazy
Silent Hill
crazy
3?
scary. Yeah,
that's
Silent
really
Hill
good.
3.
I don't know if I played 3. I've played The Room and I've played 2.
Okay. I think like an old school like Resident Evil 2 was like
Resident Evil 2 is the best RE game, in
Oh,
my
it's
opinion.
so good.
Well, that and Code Veronica.
Okay.
And then 4 is on a whole nother level. 4 kind of changed horror games.
4 changed a lot of games.
Yeah.
Getting
The
that
over-the-shoulder
over the shoulder.
camera.
Yeah.
Have you guys been seeing the stuff on the new Resident Evil game coming out? They just released a gameplay trailer not recently. Or did you guys know?
The only thing we saw was when we thought it was Condemned, and it was just him in the kitchen.
That first E3 trailer was very Condemned.
Yeah.
I thought they were bringing Condemned back.
Have you played the like trailer, like the teaser trailer thing?
No,
So
I
it's-
have it.
It's great. It's like an hour, and it is amazing. Like when I was done, I'm like, I want to pre-order now. Right, I have to. It looks so good. So
Now,
I'm
are they
excited.
doing a straight-up console version and a VR version?
I think there's going to be the console PC version. I think there's supposed to be a VR version, but I don't know.
Well, they were touting it at E3
Yeah.
being VR, right?
There's definitely, like, whether it's the actual console version is VR
Yeah.
or if they're making a whole separate standalone
'Cause I don't
VR
know.
version, then that's the real question. But if they make the whole game VR, that's going to be crazy sick.
I would consider buying a VR something just for that. Like it's so good.
What do you guys think about that? All three of you. Where do you think this takes our hobby?
VR?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited to see what happens. Because it's
As
honestly,
excited as Tyler is for porn on VR.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
It's
so
definitely
what
up
do you
there.
want to see, Bex?
Borderlands. I want to be on Pandora,
Yeah.
like full 360. I want that. I want to actually, using siren powers. I want to actually like make the motion. I think that'd be awesome.
I am down with that.
Yeah.
Saucymailman?
I think it would be horror games for me. Like being able to play like Until Dawn or something in VR would be so fucking rad. Like I don't know, just something about that. What is that? Black Mirror? Any of you guys watch that?
No, not yet.
I've heard that I need to.
Okay, yeah. So there's an episode that kind of goes into what we're talking about, where it's like the future of VR and like horror games, and it kind of really fucks with you. So I think horror games would be the coolest thing in VR.
Tyler, besides porn.
Well, unfortunately, besides porn, I'm still very stoked for it. In fact, I have gotten now to mess around with the HTC Vive
Nice.
and do some VR play, and it's really cool. Like, I kind of almost lose my balance because you have to stand up in the middle of a room, and you think that everything in front of you is whatever it is in the game, and like
Yeah.
it's not. It's your basement or wherever you have it set
Yeah.
up. So it's kind of disorienting. But if you get past that, and you do really quick, it took me like, I don't know, 10 seconds to be
Yeah.
like, hey, this is just a game, and I should just play it.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
I don't remember which VR it was, but I got to do a demo from a friend of mine that was really, really awesome, and it's incredible how quickly you just get sucked in. Like I was in this crazy like wizarding room or whatever, and you could pick up all these spells and do different things, but I had to lean down and pick something up, and there was a table in front of me in VR, and I went to put my hand on the table and just fell because I was totally in the mindset of this is real.
I'm gonna get to try this a week from now, right? I haven't fucked with it yet.
Oh, man.
I'm worried about getting motion sick as my
You
only.
won't. I get motion sick so bad, but because you're, for the most part, you're actually like moving around a little bit, it doesn't make you all that motion sick.
I can't wait. I'm with all of you actually. I'm down with Borderlands. I'm down with a horror game. Oh my god, that would be my most favorite thing to play. And I'm down with porn. So all three of you got represented by me.
I love it.
Have you played the Night Terrors game on the phone?
No.
It's augmented reality. You put in your headphones, you turn all the lights off in your house, and you walk around.
Okay.
If you can absorb yourself into it, dude, it scared the fucking piss out of me.
I could do that. That'd be pretty cool.
I think you should try it. It's like $1 game. Shit, I'll let you try it here for free. But it's I really want to play something that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's fun.
Isn't that why you played Alien?
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And because like I enjoyed the movies, but I wasn't like super into them until after I played Isolation, and then I'm like, I need to go rewatch all these movies. This is the coolest world ever.
Well,
and
there's
like,
two you need to rewatch: the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
The rest of it's kind of shitty.
It's still good. I don't know. I still like it. Like I'm not a huge movie buff, to be honest. So I don't like watch movies very critically. I was like, yeah, that was all right, cool, sounds good. I don't know, fuck it. So it was, I don't know. Alien Isolation's so good. It's so good. I don't know. Fuck it.
Isolation is, and I was hoping they'd do a sequel, but I'm pretty sure that studio is gone, right?
I don't know. I hope something happens. That'd be so good.
They need to do something. And have you seen the? I don't know if you're into the slasher genre, but the Friday the 13th game looks off the fucking chain.
Yeah.
7 or 6 campers versus 1 Jason.
Oh yes.
And Jason's killable. But you guys have to work together.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking wait.
That could be cool. That could be really cool.
They delayed it until next year, and I'm hoping that just means an extra layer of polish. They're really taking a lot of the, and I guess it's not horror as much as it is slasher, but I love me some Voorhees, and I can't fucking wait to play that.
Yeah, there's a game out right now for PC, and I forget what it's called,
I'm trying to
but
think of the name too.
you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like 4 people trying to survive and one killer.
Evolve.
No, not Evolve.
It's a newer one.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
Dead by
we know
Daylight.
about that giant hunk of shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's that?
Trust
game?
me, we all played it on launch day.
I wish that had been better, unfortunately.
Oh, Railgun was super hyped for that game too, and like we played the beta. I'm like, this is so cool, and then it released, and like 5 people played it. It was so bad.
It wasn't. I don't know what it was I didn't like about it. I just couldn't get into it. I think a lot of games, when they don't have some sort of single player mechanic,
Yeah.
you lose me a little bit there.
Yeah.
That's why I can't get into Overwatch, because other than like training mode, you have to do, it's not like, so Battleborn and Overwatch launched around the same time, and you know, being a Borderlands fan, I am 100% Gearbox all the way, pretty much. And so Battleborn actually has a story mode that you can work your way through, and the writing is just hilarious and it's awesome.
I've heard
and
that.
Overwatch doesn't have any
Is
of that.
Battleborn worth playing? I skipped it this year.
It was pretty good.
All my Blizzard friends, you guys, told me Overwatch all the way.
Yeah,
So.
I don't ever play multiplayer shit. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone when I'm playing a video game.
I just want to be me and just have my thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's unwinding, and talking to people is not.
God, fucking people. God.
But Battleborn was really good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
All right, so I should pick it up for $20 then. I think it's cheap now. It has to be.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't it not do well?
It didn't do well, which is unfortunate. And the reason it didn't do well is because it launched like within a week of Overwatch.
Yeah.
And
They launched it, I think, 2 weeks ahead, and
Yeah.
Overwatch at that same time was like, hey, you know what we're going to do on your game launch?
yeah.
We're going to put out our beta.
Oh,
Yep,
Beta.
that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Dick move, Blizzard, dick move.
I know.
But
I was so happy.
Dick
about
move
it,
or
though.
smart move?
bit of both.
Smart
bit
dick.
of both.
Yeah, it's a smart dick.
Smart dick.
Yeah,
There was some smart dicking going on.
because I'm such a Blizzard fanboy, and like I was all about like Overwatch is gonna be the best game ever, and like I don't play it anymore. But I was like, this is gonna be the best game that's ever been launched, and I was like, yeah, fuck Battleborn, let's play an open beta this weekend. Yeah, go good guy Blizzard, and now I'm like, that's actually kind of shitty.
I think you hit the nail on the head, though. I quit playing Overwatch because, number one, unless you're playing with 5 friends, I got so tired of yelling, get on the fucking objective. Get
Yeah.
to the fucking objective.
Yeah, I don't
The
wanna play with
objective.
randos,
Get to the
like-
objective. Don't stand back and snipe and get 1 kill and 12 deaths this round. Get to the fucking objective.
We don't need 4 Hanzos.
Nobody needs fucking 4 Hanzos,
Right?
dude.
I'm always one of those Hanzos.
Hanzo
I'm
main,
sure
there
you
go.
are.
Yeah.
I had fun with the game. It just didn't have the longevity I think other Blizzard titles have.
Yeah,
Whether it's due to
definitely.
lack of single player or the fact that I don't want to play for aesthetic shit.
Yeah.
I don't care about skins.
It's the type of game that the only people who are really still playing it is people who really enjoyed like League of Legends.
Yeah.
Or like Team Fortress.
Team Fortress, I was
And
going to
that's
say.
yeah,
Yeah.
Piston Wolf just said you guys meant Team Fortress 2. Yeah.
Team Fortress 3,
We did.
aka Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team
straight
Fortress
up.
is very similar to Overwatch in a lot of good ways, though.
Yeah.
I'm not making poor comparisons. And Overwatch is a great game, and it's very balanced. It didn't have the long-lasting appeal I thought it would.
I will cosplay every character, but I'm probably never playing again.
When is your diva coming up, Bex? That's
I don't think I'm gonna do a diva.
you said every character.
So what I do want to do though is Sterling had this hilarious idea. So he wants to do Soldier 76, and so I want to do diva wig and headset and makeup in Soldier 76 clothes, and then he's gonna do Soldier 76 in a diva suit.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll be Bastion. I'll
You'll
just
just be a
Sit-
You
robot.
just sit in a corner and
boop, beep.
get cheap kills.
Yeah, play of the game every time. That's what I do. It'd just be like the play of the game thing. And like, what are you? I'm Bastion. Fuck you.
You just got back from BlizzCon, Bex. What
Oh,
did you
man.
see there?
It was.
Can you give us something? You
awesome.
had to see something awesome, right?
What wasn't there to see? So probably the most awesome thing that I saw was the main like concert for the night was Weird Al Yankovic, which was fantastic. He was so good.
Did he do his? Did he play just his normal concert set? I saw him earlier this year, and it's one of the best live shows I've ever seen.
It was I think it was a little bit abridged just because there was so much else going on during the closing ceremony, but it was good. I mean, he went through the majority of his better known songs for sure.
Did he go acoustic on his accordion?
Yes, he did.
Okay, I'm glad you got to see that
Yeah.
because that was my favorite part of the whole Weird Al experience.
Yeah, so good. And all the like, just running around and throwing on different shirts and they brought out a lazy boy on stage and he
that's
was
cool.
laying down singing an entire song in that. It was awesome. It was really beautiful.
That's pretty rad.
But I think the other thing that for me personally was really cool is I am such a huge Diablo fangirl, like
Yeah.
far and away, love it. And so they announced the new, not really new, but they announced that they're putting a Necromancer class in
Yeah, I saw
Diablo
that.
3. And so I actually got to play the Necromancer class and it was awesome. They had this cool little demo set up and it was just great because you have all these skeletons around you, you're killing people, and then all these corpses pile up, and then you have corpse explosion, and you just obliterate the fucking map. Like, just everything's dead. And that was a really beautiful moment. Wow.
It looked very reminiscent of the D2 Necromancer.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's based on. And they're going to be doing a little bit of tweaking to it, I think, from what we saw in the demo, but it was fun. That was definitely a moment for me. Overwatch, I did get to play the new chick Sombra before she launches, so that was neat. That was fun.
What does she do?
She hacks people, so she will hack you, and then you can't use your ability.
I'm going to play the game again.
I might actually. When does she come out on
I
console?
don't remember.
Sometime.
Yeah,
Good call.
Is she out?
In
might
the
be out.
No, she's
future.
No.
out yet. Although, so the rumor is she might launch. I think it's this weekend or next weekend. They're doing a free-to-play weekend sometime soon. I don't remember exactly when it is, but so the rumor is she might launch then. We'll see. Because she was pretty polished, like in the demo of her that I played. She was pretty, straightforward and all well put together. What one of the things that I think is really cool is, because she's like a cyber hacker, and the short that they did of her was really, really awesome, really well done. But if someone gets play of the game as her, it'll actually show someone else's screen. So one of your buddies will think, oh, I got play of the game. And then it like glitches out and it switches over to Sombra. So she will hack the play of the game from you.
I like that a
Oh,
lot.
that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Blizzard does a good job.
They do.
I read an interview recently when they were talking about Sombra, and the developers were like, we really want, instead of kind of balancing the game, the way that they want to balance the game is they want every character to feel overpowered when played right.
Yeah,
And I think that's really cool.
that's
I mean,
absolutely.
Well, that's kind of how like Dota 2 is. Like every character is just so over the top and crazy. Like you can one shot people, and that's how they balance it. Just make everyone really good.
yeah, and then if you're just a good player, then
Yep.
you're better than everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I think that's fun. Also, to take us back a quick second to horror games, the one we were thinking of is Dead by Daylight.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it was. Because I always, what's the game I just said earlier where I thought, Dying Light or something, and I always mix those two up.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The zombie game, very
Yeah.
close to Dead Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Deep Silver made that.
Yeah, and I liked that game a lot, let's be honest. I did not get to the very end of that game where you said the final boss was a quick time fight.
It is. It's a quick time event on top
Yeah.
of a roof.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's how you limp dick your way out of a
Yeah.
game, is a quick time event on a
I
roof.
guess we need an ending. Well, fuck it.
Gears of War 2 was very similar. The boss fight was, hey, fire the hammer of dawn at this arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
yeah,
did it.
He's dead.
Congrats, you beat the game. Good.
Why even have a boss fight at that point?
No.
Is the boss fight at the end of a game too much of a cliche now?
Ooh, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that boss fight is something I enjoy. A good boss fight into a fairly long like cutscene to end the story and just finish me out. Like,
Yeah.
and speaking of quick time boss fights, one of my favorite games is Kingdom Hearts 2, and they kind of did
Yeah.
sort of a quick time boss fight. at
Who's
the
the
end
final
of it.
boss of that game?
It's Xehanort. isn't
Greg.
it?
I'm
Yeah.
going with Greg.
Greg.
It's Greg.
It's one of the two, right?
I never played it.
I've never have either,
It's
and
been
I get a lot
long
of hate.
time since I played
Me
2.
too.
I get a-
played
do you-
1 recently.
Okay, so why do you think people hate on you for not playing Kingdom Hearts? Why didn't you play it?
Because I don't know. So before I started streaming, the only games I honestly ever played were either Magic the Gathering or competitive shooters. Like I was the Call of Duty and like Battlefield, and that's like kind of all I played. It was mostly Call of Duty, and all I played is like I play games to kick people's ass, and that's what I like doing. And so I never even really played like many single player games beforehand because I'm like, fuck that, I can be kicking kids' ass and eating Doritos. Like that was totally me.
All right, Diva.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that was me. And then when I started streaming, I'm like, oh, now I can play through all these like single player games because I'm with people and it's less, I guess, lonely and it's more of like a social thing. And so I back in that time, like I'm like King of Hearts, that looks like some shit game. Fuck that. It's not Call of Duty. Where are my Doritos? So like that was totally me.
I see Doritos being a theme here.
Yeah, Doritos. I mean, that's what Call of Duty players eat, right? I think.
Is that, and they drink Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I think you blend them together, right? Just throw them in a blender, make a
nice
slush.
Dorito smoothie.
Dorito Dew.
Yeah.
The sad thing is all of this is not true. Or it's I've never met a more toxic community, both working at GameStop and playing in general, than the Call of Duty community. But maybe that's because there's more of them.
Maybe. I don't know.
Now, we had, like, here's a good example. We had 2 midnight events. Skyrim and Call of Duty came out a week of each other.
Yeah.
Skyrim people were baking me banana bread and bringing me treats and shit. And like, hey, Eric, thanks for having the store open tonight, bro. We love you. And, knitting me shit. The Call of Duty players are like, when are you fucking going to sell the game? Like,
Yeah.
at midnight, dude.
Fuck you! It's not early enough.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So I'm with you guys there.
I went to every midnight release for Call of Duty until like.
Until games became digital and you
Yeah.
didn't have to hang out.
Oh,
at
I still
midnight
went
anymore.
to them. Like I didn't even like I had so much fun going to midnight releases. Like I think the last one I
What's
went
the
to.
appeal?
I don't know. Like because you're a super nerd. I don't know. I had a lot of fun.
yeah, talking to other people that like the same game.
Yeah. The last one I went to, I think.
Or
was,
you guys know you can have the game downloaded in
Yeah.
Colorado and have friends over and drink and play it at 10 o'clock and not go
I
to GameStop.
like to have a physical disc, though. I really, really do.
I don't.
I'm
No.
done with it.
Yeah.
I have rooms full of physical discs that I do. I mean, none of these are ever going to get played again. It's all show. I like digital. I really do.
Yeah.
And I can delete it and I can always have it again. I know you don't own it. And like, there's collector's editions, obviously, that
Yeah.
I want, but the digital revolution makes me so happy.
I think the only games that I like on discs are like games where I know it has a really narrow single player game that I'm going to play through once and then I can just give it to one of my friends or something. because we were talking about that with like, so Titanfall 2, I don't know if any of you guys have played it, but it has a really good single player campaign.
I've heard it's short though. Should
It's
I buy
way
it?
short. It's like 10 hours, I think.
That's
It's
pretty standard for a shooter. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the single player campaign's great, and I have a friend that I work with who's like, "Oh, I want to get it," and I was like, "I'll let you." Oh, I have it on digital. Fuck. So like, for games like that where it's like it's going to be a short game, but it's good and there's not much
Do
replay.
you share your? You can't do it on Sony, but you know you can share your Xbox.
Yeah, it's on Sony.
That's one thing that nothing wrong with the PS4. I love it, but that's one thing I really like about the One is you can pick one friend and you can split your digital library.
Is there really a Doritos flavored Mountain Dew?
That's what I was wondering. That's
Is
what
there?
Piston Wolf
That's what
said.
Piston Wolf said.
Yeah.
There's Doritos flavored Mountain Dew. I want to try it.
I need him to like link it on Facebook or
Yeah,
something. I don't
we
know.
need
Tag us in
sources.
this.
Well, your Piston Wolf, I think, is in Germany, so maybe it's
Oh.
not here in our country.
Piston Wolf, I want to know, and you can type on the screen or whatever the fuck you do. What do you think about the portrayal of the German people in the movie Beerfest? Because that's one of my favorite movies. And I think the Germans are portrayed pretty accurately.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, for a comedy movie.
Yeah, in a comedy movie. Hey, just so you know, we also had German cuisine for dinner tonight.
We did.
We did have
Did,
German for
and it was
dinner tonight.
amazing.
I would have loved to have had you over, Piston Wolf, so you could tell me how I did.
He'd probably tell you it's shit.
I probably would.
That was great. I liked it.
He'd
Fuck
probably
these.
say, his mom makes better schnitzel under her armpits. It was really tasty, though, Tyler. Good
Yeah.
job. Even though it took you fucking 7.5 hours to cook it, it was really fucking good.
It didn't take me 7.5 hours. It took me like an hour and a half.
That's close to 7.5
It's very not.
on the time scale.
It's very not.
On my time scale, it's like 1-7. There's nothing in between.
Piston Wolf didn't watch Beerfest yet. You have to go watch it, Piston Wolf, and let us know what you think.
Would you please? I put it on my top 10 movies, I think, of all time. I love beer, though, and I love fests. So
Oh yeah,
it kinda
fests are
works out
great.
well.
It's great.
Anything else from BlizzCon?
Yeah,
I know
tell me
you had a
more.
blast.
Oh man, I think it was a little overwhelming, honestly, for my first one. There's so much. So normally when I go to a con, I'm in cosplay. I'm mostly there to see friends and get my photo taken. I hardly ever do panels unless it's like something I really, really want to do. So BlizzCon was weird because I actually like wanted to catch everything.
So did you go to panels? Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
rarely go too.
No, we tried to catch as much as we could, and some of it was like just really, really incredible. So we caught an interview with I don't remember their last names, but Robert and Trisha, who voiced Raynor and Kerrigan from StarCraft. We kind of caught their like farewell interview, and it was, I don't even know if I could tell you everything that happened because there was not a dry eye in the house. Like it was
You're about
really
to cry
beautiful.
again for the
I
second
am.
time on Bitfaced.
I am. I'm sorry. It was so good because these voice actors brought so much to these characters and just really loved these characters and had done them for years. And now we have, fans telling them goodbye, and we couldn't have lighters, but they passed out glow sticks to everybody. And like, there was a song at the end and we were saying goodbye to them. And it was really, really beautiful and definitely unique as far as like, a lot of the panels weren't, I don't know, so different because downstairs on the main floor, there was like competitions going on, like just huge stages and massive screens as big as you can imagine of people playing Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, all those things. And then upstairs, it was like these small little stages with a bunch of chairs set up. So you would be sitting in the front row and like as close as Tyler is to me now, sitting to these voice actors. And the whole thing, all of the panels that we did see were really funny. Like everyone at Blizzard just has this really great sense of humor, I think. And it was definitely overwhelming. And next year for sure, we want to go back and I'll try and plan a little bit better. Like, okay, these are the things that I definitely want to catch and all of that. This was a little bit overwhelming.
Glad you had fun. Did you cosplay at all? Or did
No,
you go
I
as
didn't.
Rebecca?
I just went as Rebecca, which was really weird because I honestly can't remember the last time I went to a con not in cosplay.
Yeah.
Sterling was in cosplay a little bit of the time. He borrowed a really, really excellent cosplay from our friend Jesse, who goes by Seraph Cosplay. She made this wonderful Strike Commander Morrison Soldier 76 for her husband, and it fit Sterling perfectly. So we borrowed that from her since we found out about BlizzCon 3 weeks before we actually went. We didn't have time to build him anything. And then our friend Natalie cosplayed Widowmaker, and she did a really good job on that too. So I was kind of like handler, and it was kind of nice not cosplaying because I feel like I got to see more because I wasn't getting stopped every 2 feet for a photo or anything like that. So
It must be a hard life getting stopped all the time to take pictures.
oh, it's awful. I hate it.
Saucy, you cosplay at all? You get into that scene? I've heard you get into other scenes, but do you get into the cosplay scene?
So we were actually talking about this. So I really wanted to go to a BlizzCon this year, but I couldn't because I just bought a house and was moving and stuff.
It's too bad you just met Rebecca. She might have been able to hook you up.
Well, yeah, I've never been,
Yeah.
and so I'm like a huge Blizzard fanboy. I always have been, and so next year I really want to go to BlizzCon. And I was talking to one of my coworkers, like, "Hey, let's go to BlizzCon next year. We're going, and I want to cosplay as something, but I want it to be like some insignificant, like an innkeeper from some shitty town in World of Warcraft or something." And be like, "Who
You
are you?"
should.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm the innkeeper from so and so." Like, what the fuck? Why?
Do like the general that you first talked to at the beginning of Diablo 3.
Yeah,
the guy
just-
that opens the gates.
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
it.
who are you? Well, do you play Diablo 3? Well, yeah. How do you not know me? I open the gates, like, and get all offended. So I want to do that, and so maybe you'll have to help me with my cosplay.
Yeah,
idea.
I can definitely do
Perfect.
that.
Great. This is a like meeting that needs
She
to
actually
happen.
likes to do that stuff. for
I do.
people, so-
Yeah. So Sterling had an awesome idea that we unfortunately thought of just a little bit too late. When we found out about BlizzCon, it was like less than 3 weeks before BlizzCon actually started. We tried to get my cosplay Mercy done, didn't happen, which is fine. But the 2 days after Halloween, so all of the stores are already sold out of costumes. Sterling had this awesome idea. We wanted to find one of those cheesy like salt shaker costumes, and I was gonna wear a sign that said I'm a League of Legends player and just be salty.
That sounds
Much,
great.
It would
much,
have been
much like
hilarious.
50% of our nation is right now.
It's
Oh,
like
no kidding.
A salt canister, like
Yeah.
or a salt lick. Like, what are you? I'm a League of Legends player.
Yeah, because League of Legends players are the saltiest people I've ever come across.
I've talked to a lot of people in this podcast about video games, and the term salty has come up many times. Why are we such assholes? Because let's be honest, guys, we're all sitting around tonight drinking beers, having a good time.
Yeah.
If we played against each other, there might be a little ire and there might be a little insulting in our voices, but it would all be in love. But dude, gamers in general
Well,
are
especially
salty
talking to
fuckers.
strangers, and that's what I have such a problem with playing games like Overwatch or League of Legends. Like, I don't want to play with a bunch of randos because you guys are going to be dicks to me because you don't know me. And at the end of the day, like, I think it's just, hiding behind a screen. You feel brave. You'll say whatever you want. So this is unfortunately like our true inner selves coming out a little bit. All the things that we're too polite to say.
Do you run into that?
Oh yeah. Like,
Do you really?
oh, all the time. So
Okay.
I have one of my highlights that I have on Twitch is, so I kick this kid's ass in Arena, and anyone who plays Hearthstone Arena knows you get 3 losses and then it kicks you out. So I'm at like, I think 9 wins, and so it's hard, like 12 wins is the max, and when you get 12 wins, like, you're pretty good. It's hard to get there. So we're at 9 wins. I beat this kid, and I handedly, like, I mopped the floor with this guy, like, every play, and I was, like, luck-sacking my way to victory, like, hey, this is the perfect draw every single turn, and I fucking wrecked this kid, and it was his last game, so it kicked him out, and I could see, like, he added me as a friend afterwards, because you can't talk to each other in Hearthstone,
He added you because he wanted to be an asshole,
because he wanted to talk shit. So I'm streaming like, guys, do we let this guy at us? Yes, we do. So we let it, and he's just like, give me your address. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Blah blah blah. And I'm streaming this, and I put it on my highlights, and it was the funniest thing. He's like, what's your address? And I was gonna give him like the local police station address, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking murder you. I'm like, dude. And I was just being a dick. I'm like, yeah, I also admire your good play style, and I'm like, great game. And I was like, you should have. I'm sorry that you got kicked out. That sure is bad luck. And he's just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck. Like, he was getting so mad. So
Awesome.
it happens a lot.
I get beat all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't ever send anybody a negative message. And when I
No.
win, I gloat, but I gloat to myself or to my buddies, my 3 friends I'm playing with. I don't understand that. And I'll never understand. And we've talked to multiple female gamers on the cast that all have the same story. the same. They're like, oh, you
Playing
have
World
no
of
idea,
Warcraft?
and I have to believe it.
I played World of Warcraft, I mean, what I call back in the day, but I was probably like 15, and you do not tell people that you're a woman on that game,
I
especially
love
back
it.
then.
I love to tell people I was a woman on the game.
See, I play a female toon a lot, and all I get is free gold and shit, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
I bought my first mount because I was a female toon, and it was 5,000 gold. That shit was hard to earn, not for
Yeah.
me.
And back in the day, you played a female character because they had smaller hitboxes in PvP.
That's true
Yeah,
too.
it's better.
Female or male toon?
It depends on the game, or the race. Like in World of Warcraft, if I'm playing like an elf or a night elf or something, female always, because the males
me
look
too.
stupid.
Yeah, they look dumb.
But like if I'm
Yeah.
playing like a Tauren, you got to be a dude, because the Tauren chicks look just like broken. There's like,
Yeah. I can agree with exactly everything you're
Yeah.
saying. If they're a hot female character, I'm always playing female. But if they're female, I would play male. Big, beefy, torn. Yeah.
I've
heck
never
yeah.
played a male in Mass Effect.
No,
Femshep all the way.
all the way,
yeah,
man.
you got to. I think that's just
Lisa
required.
Hale. But yeah, Femshep all the way.
I also
Or
play
Jennifer
Femshep.
Hale. Sorry, she would never listen to this, but Jennifer Hale is Femshep, and I couldn't imagine playing male Shepard. In fact, when I see clips, I'm like, what game is that? I'm like, oh, that's the dude in Mass Effect.
So, I read an interview with BioWare, and Femshep was actually supposed to be the Shep, but they added a guy option in because they were worried it wouldn't sell.
Really? Mm-hmm.
That's surprising to me when we look up at a poster like that, or a Tomb Raider, or...
But the difference is, like, those characters are meant to be sexy, and Femshep wasn't. She was just
Femshep was sexy as
she was
fuck
sexy
the way
as
I
fuck,
created
but
her.
that wasn't like how she was written. That wasn't the point of her. I mean, it's a little different from a cheerleader.
I guess that makes
Okay,
sense.
maybe Lollipop Chainsaw isn't the best
Wasn't the
example.
best, yeah.
New Lara Croft, or Lara Croft is a good example, though.
She is a
pretty
good example,
strong-
but again, you have to like look at the history of Tomb Raider. You know, yes, she's amazing and realistic now, but she wasn't always that way.
Yeah, she was a bunch of blocks.
She was triangle boobs.
So, funny story, Tomb Raider 1 is on my top 10 list.
Oh, it's so good.
Wow.
It's so
Is
good.
it really?
Yeah.
That and Myst were the first games I ever played.
Missed.
So those are very near and dear to my heart because I probably would not be a gamer if it was not for those two games.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 1 was great.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot, but I mean, come on. Like, if you try to play it now,
It's hard as
It is.
fuck.
It is.
I want to backtrack real quick.
You do
Because
whatever you
I was
want,
thinking
man.
about like when people get super fucking salty in games. So playing so I play a lot of Hearthstone because it's like my game. And
Me
so
too.
like if you're like trying to be a good player, like the best players out there, your win rate's only 55 to 60%. It's like the average.
What's yours, TRG?
that's absurd.
What's yours?
Mine is like 73 right now.
Yeah, well,
total.
I mean, if you're playing mid-range shaman.
No, right now I'm playing Reno Mill Rogue,
Oh,
fool.
hell yeah. But I mean, like the average of like good players, they say is like 55 to 60% of like a good deck. They like strive for 55,
Because
60%.
Saucy, you're like a ranked ass player. Tyler, like as good as he is, he's just like
I'm garbage. I'm trash.
My highest rank is 1 star.
Have you guys played each other?
Yeah. No, I don't think we've ever played.
we
That
gotta
has to
do
fucking
that.
happen tonight.
Showdown.
I'll throw down.
Hell yeah, we could play some. We could play some Hearthstone.
I don't
We
even
could
know what's
stream it,
going
man.
on. I just want to see you guys play each other because he can say whatever he wants. Oh, I don't only play Hearthstone. If you added up hours in the past week, the past month, in the past year, you have played Hearthstone more than any other fucking video game, and it's not even close.
It's good.
And it's still only been like, I don't know, 5-6 hours in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm calling big bullshit on that.
That's too bad. It really is.
Start timing him
Yeah.
from here on out.
But I just get people like, if you're only winning like a little more than half your matches and you get mad every time you lose, like, what's wrong with you? Like,
You are mad all the time.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this guy beat me again. Like, there's luck involved in a card game. You have to
Yeah.
just, sometimes you're not going to draw anything, and sometimes your opponent can have a garbage bullshit deck and win. It was the same thing when
But
I used to
isn't
play
the
Magic.
draw based on what you own in your deck?
Yeah.
I don't know how any of this shit
Yeah.
works.
But sometimes
Yeah, but
your
it's
hand
still-
is like Ragnaros, Reno, and like Dr. Boom, and you're just like, oh, I'm not playing shit for 8 turns. It's like, sometimes it happens.
So there is some. It is kind of similar to poker then.
Yeah, it's very similar to poker. They've even said that a lot of people who play poker are actually pretty good at Hearthstone because they understand the variance and the way that draws go. So
Yeah.
it
You
does
guys
happen.
have to play Heads Up tonight, and we'll stream it somewhere.
Okay, sounds great. Yeah.
And-
And some Hearthstone.
You and I can like esports style be announcers like
commentate.
oh!
Yeah, can me
We
and
can
Dax,
play it right
can me and
here.
Dax announce it?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Perfect.
We
Great.
should. How long have we gone tonight? I want a fucking video game matchup.
Oh God.
We've gone for a little while. We've got some time left.
Okay. Well, it's up to you guys if you want to play. But
53 minutes so far. We've got some time left.
all right.
Just so everyone out there knows, we usually go for around an hour, but you let us know if you're digging what we're throwing down.
Well,
We can
and the
chat.
live
We're
stream
picking it
is
up.
always going to be longer than what we
Yeah.
actually put out
Yeah.
on tape.
Because you guys like edit out like, oh God, he said this or fuck that guy.
Honestly, when we clean shit now from the cons, it's only fluff and bullshit that our ball busting producer makes us want to makes us fucking do. We've trimmed some shit from episodes. We don't like to though. We prefer the
We go raw.
yeah.
So raw.
No, I like the hey, what do you think about that beer?
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Oh, it's called Colette.
Yeah.
You're such a fucking liar.
No, it's delicious. I fucking
Do you
love
really
it.
like it?
No,
This
I
is
adore it.
really yeah. I was gonna say if
No.
you watch Saucy
I
on
don't
Twitch,
lie.
you understand this is how he just talks when he likes.
No, yeah,
things.
like one thing I am
This is
brutally
my
honest all the
favorite
time.
beer since I moved here.
No, it's great.
It's
like,
Colorado.
yeah, I'm loving it. I'm just enjoying this. This is like, and it's a farmhouse ale, which is delicious. So I
That's right. You did tell me that Saucy and I like a lot of the same beers.
yeah, I did.
I'm just not super into IPAs because they
No,
all
I'm
taste
not
the same
either.
to me.
I like wheat. And
Yeah.
I like ale, and I like lagers.
Did
Yeah.
you leave one of those sour IPAs? Just one?
I think I chugged them both. I'm sorry, Saucy.
I don't
should be
like
That's
IPAs
cool.
that much.
No,
Yes.
neither do either of us. We really hate them.
Really?
But
No,
this
but
is one
this-
that you should try.
It's
Okay.
really good.
Okay.
I think I drank them all though, Chow. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And I'm just sitting over here like, I like root beer.
Root beer's also delicious.
It is
Yeah.
also
Root
delicious.
beer is good.
It's like the root of beers.
In fact, you know what? If you're ever hanging out with Eric and I, and we go to one of the local breweries,
Oh, every brewery has its own root beer. That's
half of the
awesome.
local breweries make
So
their own root beer.
My
yeah.
favorite root beer of all time is Wincoop. I love going to Wincoop and getting their root beer is awesome.
This isn't Vita Coco. That's funny.
No, in fact, none of this is Vita Coco.
Do you guys know about Vita Coco or the? Okay, so I really like coconut water. I drink a lot of coconut water. Not as much as I used to, but I used to be like addicted to coconut water and I would drink a lot. So it became like a meme on my channel because I'd always be drinking coconut water. They're like, oh, you should get Vita Coco to sponsor you. So I would do like these fake commercials all the time for Vita Coco. And I was actually tweeting back and forth between Vita Coco. And then they finally like stopped all communication. I'm like, fuck Vita Coco, these assholes. But like the whole joke is like one day I'm going to get sponsored by Vita Coco. And like that's an end goal for me because I love coconut water.
What would it take as a streamer to get sponsored?
Probably to be relevant.
Good answer, but I'm wondering, like, when I don't know, I've talked to you for an hour tonight, and I think you're awesome compared to PewDiePie, who gets a million hits, and
Yeah.
I can't fathom one bit how anyone watches that for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of it. So I draw a lot of ties to streaming from the music industry because that's what I know because I used to play music a lot. I think it's a lot the same, and a lot of it is consistency. Like whenever people are like, I want to start streaming, what should I do? I'm like, get a schedule. Like
Yeah.
step one, get a schedule, put it up somewhere, be consistent, and just doing it. Like when people see, wow, it's been a year and you're still doing this, because most people give up after like a few months because like, oh, I'm not fucking PewDiePie after 3 months and I'm super fucking mad. Like they think that people are in it to like, 'cause I want to get famous and make $1 million fucking dollars. Like it's not,
Yeah.
that's not what it's about. Like you have to enjoy it and have fun and be consistent and like interact with your people and care about them. Like that's what I think it takes. Because most people are like, I'm just going to be the best fucking Overwatch player and do 3 months and make $1 million. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you see a lot of that in cosplay as well.
Yeah.
People see like Jessica Nigri, Yaya Han, and they're like, oh, well, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And so they start cosplaying. And then after a year, they're like, well, this is really expensive and time consuming. It's like, yeah,
It
no
is.
shit.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, because to win like a cosplay contest, Jesus, I've seen. I mean, some of the rigs are insane.
Yeah, well, just
you've
look at-
shown me pictures of like the costume you didn't take to BlizzCon, and I was like, "Fucking A, dude, that's more work than I put into anything,
Yeah.
podcast included."
Like, I
Yeah.
don't do that for anything.
If you see the guy, the orc that won the costume competition at BlizzCon, he built this whole like giant foam suit. It's 7.5 feet tall. Like the amount of work that went into that thing is
What was he? Was it the Reinhardt?
Oh,
'Cause
it's
I-
But
No,
I
it
saw
was
the
not the
Reinhardt
Reinhardt.
today.
The Reinhardt. No, it was not the Reinhardt.
I want to do a Reinhardt.
That'd be dope. I don't remember. Someone said I should cosplay as a Zerg Rush. Like that'd be kind of just like a bunch of like little Zerglings behind me. They're kind of cool.
That would be cool.
I've always been super intrigued with it, and I saw on Twitter like a bunch of people like, yeah, going to BlizzCon with all this cool shit. I'm like, God, you guys are so talented. Like, I'm jealous of that shit. I can't do it.
Did you go to DCC?
I didn't.
There
this
was
year.
some. I'm very impressed by some of the costumes we even get here in Colorado locally. The first year I went, this year was good too, but the first year I went, I was shocked. Somebody did fucking Galactus, dude, and like he was on stilts,
Yeah.
goddamn stilts, outside walking around. I was like, that takes fucking not
Yeah.
only dedication to the costume, but you have to learn to walk on fucking stilts,
like all day. Like that's crazy.
That's goals right there. Like that would be a cosplay dream of mine.
I was
is to
waiting
do
for
one
Becca
on-
to say,
on
"I know that
stilts.
guy." Like, that's my friend Steve.
I would have
Yeah.
believed it.
Well,
the guy
I've
was
got a
like
friend,
he was like 16 feet tall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was impressive.
So he's like 3 feet shorter than me. That's crazy. Damn. Yeah, I forget. Someone did a Greymane like Worgen cosplay, and they were like putting pictures all over Twitter. I'm like, that's crazy. Like people are so talented. I'm like, I can make like a paper mache like bowl. That's pretty cool.
I actually, though, I've learned to the elaborate cosplays I don't appreciate as much as the people that really come as somebody I didn't think I would see at Comic-Con.
Okay.
Like the first year at DCC, that dude dressed as Juice from Sons of Anarchy. I flipped out more about that than any costume because, dude, he's Juice from Sons of Anarchy. Obviously, he loves that character.
Yeah.
You're going to see 100 fucking Harley Quinns, 100 Poison Ivies, 100 Black Widows. I promise you, if you did roulette all day or did drinking games for Harley Quinn, you would be fucking passed out before noon.
It's been an hour. I'm fucking hammered.
So this is what my friend John did at DCC last year, and that's him standing next to it. So it
Is that
took him.
Voltron?
Yes.
That's a Gundam.
Yeah, that's a Gundam.
Oh, that's
sorry.
cool.
I was
mean,
like, get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry. I'm into the real original version, not what came afterwards. It might as well be a Power Rangers fucking costume.
But yeah, so he's already really tall. He's like 6'3", and then so just incredible the amount of work that goes into that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But to be fair, Beck, I was more impressed by your Back to the Future costume than I would have been your Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that was a bucket list item for me for sure. I love that movie.
I'm still gonna do Dr. Vonderfool.
Okay, great.
I guarantee you, no one knows what that's from.
No, I just said great. Awesome.
You'll be surprised. You'll always get like one or two people who get really, really stoked. I had some friends of mine at Dragon Con, not this year, but last year, she did a Jennifer Hale mashup. So all characters that Jennifer Hale has voiced, and he did a Nolan North mashup, and they had people fucking get it.
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
This is
you're Nolan North. That's awesome.
So
from
did
a
you do
whole-
what, Drake and Penguin?
They had, I think she had 14 different characters mashed together, and he had 15.
Well,
Like-
Jennifer Hale voices every female
Everybody,
character
yeah.
that ever lived. And I guess Nolan does too. He could have done Spec Ops: The Line. There's a lot of... Nolan's known for, obviously, Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Jennifer, though, you hear her in almost every fucking game.
Hey, just so you know, Gundam started 5 years before Voltron.
Which Voltron?
The original Voltron.
Did it really?
84 was Voltron. 79 was Gundam.
Okay.
Get wrecked, kid.
Tell me how much more you know about Gundam without your fucking phone.
To be fair, I wasn't a huge fan of a lot of the Gundam, like the original series.
You just know the word Gundam.
I watched Gundam Wing
I've heard that. I've heard
and
that.
Gundam Wing Endless Waltz.
Gundam Wing was cool.
Great movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sure, maybe I didn't know when they both came out, but I found out because I thought that Gundam was pretty old, and it is.
So how many like cosplay, like how many like characters have you done total? If you had to
I have
estimate.
never actually sat down and counted.
42.
I wish. I'll have to get back to you. I need
Okay,
to sit
perfect.
and count.
Yeah, crunch the numbers and get back to me on that one. Perfect.
At least 40.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I only started 2 years ago.
Oh wow, that was my second question. So
At least
thank you for
5.
being psychic.
At least 5.
Well, let's just think of a couple that you've done. We know Marty McFly.
Did Marty McFly.
You kind of have a
I did Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah.
You did Borderlands.
Borderlands. I've got Maya, Molly Oneskin Maya from Borderlands. And then I do have Nisha from the pre-sequel. That's not one that I made. I bought it off of a friend of mine.
Nice.
Bombshell Harley, Black Widow, Athena from Borderlands, also from the pre-sequel. I feel like there's more that I've done. But
I've seen more.
Yeah. Right?
You do Black Widow.
Black Widow, I said. Aphrodite 9 from the comics. And then I've got like 6 that I'm working on right now. So, I mean, probably close to 10 so far.
That's cool.
Over 2 years. That's not bad.
You may not cosplay, Saucy, but you have a suit.
Yeah, I cosplay as myself, like, really well. Like, I can be me all the time. Like, I'm really good at it. Yeah.
Was that what you were implying?
No, it wasn't. I meant your
Oh, my first suit?
your fursuit.
Yeah, I have one of those. It costs a lot of fucking money, but it's a
those are
blast.
expensive.
Yeah, it cost me like just shy of $3,000 for
Am I
it.
allowed to ask about this?
Yeah,
You can ask whatever you want.
Yeah, you can talk whatever you want.
Talk to me about this, dude. I mean, so you're a furry.
Yeah.
Give me one fact. I mean, that's a whole new fucking world to me, dude.
So it's been something.
That's
God.
like the beginning of Aladdin.
Yeah. Okay. Aladdin. Great. No. So I've been. God. I think I got into the whole furry thing when I was like 14 or so. So it's been a long time. I've been a part of the community forever. And like for me, I've met. It's the biggest group of like really non-judgmental, accepting, really cool people because you get to know each other based on like interests and what you're actually into and like you as a person, not so much as like what your external shell is. And so I've met a lot of really, really cool people in it. I'm not really involved in the community like I used to be because I just don't care about things as much as I like used to. But like I used to be like, yeah, one day I'm gonna go to all these cons. It's gonna be so fun. Like I go to a few conventions a year and like dress up and go to parties and get drunk and have a good time. And it's really cool to like.
What is a furry convention like?
Lots of people. It's like any other convention, really. Like you have panels that I usually don't go to. There's big raves every night, a lot of room parties. But for me, like I go to conventions to like see my friends that I see 3 or 4 times a year, and like we just get hammered and have a good time and like hang out.
I hear that a lot about cons, that the reason you go back to the con is it's like summer camp.
Yeah.
You see the friends you only get to see once a year. You guys are just, so it's not a sex thing then.
No, not necessarily. I mean, like, I'm definitely for some people, and that's like, I think any fandom, people are just gonna be like, oh, this is my thing. I'm super into it.
Yeah.
And like,
No, I'd agree with you. Like,
Yeah.
just because we're not wearing furry costumes.
Yes.
Hey, if you could have sex with Diva or any other cosplay,
Yeah.
I mean, Lollipop
there
Chainsaw.
is. And like in
Marty
people can say-
McFly.
They can say whatever they want, but like definitely there's a lot of people like that's their main interest. But like for me, it's a hobby and it's fun to like.
So that's my fascination of it. It's all you hear about in the news or whatever is the sex thing.
Well, it's a lot less prevalent than you think because like the costumes are really fucking expensive, and it's like I'm not gonna ruin. And they're really hot. Like it's a giant mascot suit covered in fake fur. The thing is like 100 fucking degrees all the time.
So where does the whole perception then that it's all about boning in the costumes come from?
Well,
Is that
I think
just
anything that's weird or different,
Yeah.
that's what people tend to assume.
It's
I mean,
just all about
that's
boning.
why, when gay people first came out of the closet, it was oh, you're just a pervert all the time. But like, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, I mean that's any group of people.
Yeah, definitely.
what?
I'm trying to figure out what your symbols that you're throwing.
Yeah, or your facial expression.
If you looked on the chat and you saw I'm here and now I'm gone, just so you know, right when we started talking about this, apparently, Lord J. Murray jumped on.
Oh shit!
And I had no idea he was even here.
What time? Okay.
It's 9:26. He should be close to bedtime, right?
No, I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
It's my nephew.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And no, whatever. He's heard me be not talk about people in stuffed animal costumes fisting each other. Is he gone now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But he knows his Uncle E, man. Like
I've offended your viewers. I'm sorry.
No, we've been on for
no,
like
no.
an hour. Like, if he jumped on now, we were not expecting it. So.
I'm
That's hilarious.
Jacob's my favorite person in the entire world. Trust me, there's nothing that we can't explain to him. But he's very innocent and very young. But he is a Bitfaced fan, I guess. So
Nice.
I mean, anyone who's 12
he's 12.
and jumps on at 9:27 to listen to us. I mean,
Yeah.
That's on
fun.
you, dude.
That's hilarious.
No, Jake's fine. And he said now he's gone.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here and now I'm gone. And then I saw our viewership. I'm like,
Yup, you got a creepy stuffed animal. I'm out of here. But I don't know. It's really fun, and it's like,
What animal do you? Come on, what animal do you dress up as?
yeah. So
you've seen the
Blue thing?
the image, yeah.
So yeah, my character, his name's Tundra. He's a blue demon fox. So he's got the devil horns. Yeah, and it's a character that I built over the past forever. So like when I first got into it, I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a fox guy, and then I was like, oh, fox are stupid. I want to be a dog person, and then I'm back to doing that. So it's fun. You meet so many people that you like, because it's cool because it's a big group of people that have so many different interests, and I meet so many people I would have never met in my entire life if I wasn't a part of that community. Because like, how I'm not going to go meet this guy who's like a lawyer and we're going to become best friends over something stupid like this, because my circle of friends were not lawyers, you know. But then I meet this guy and now like we're good friends. It's like you meet so many cool people. It's the same with like any convention or any
Yeah,
Any
subculture.
element of geekdom.
Cosplay is a lot like that because, you
Yeah.
know, I can see another Borderlands cosplayer and I instantly like them because they like something that's so, you know, near and dear to my heart. And so, yeah, I mean, I have friends all over the world because of this game and because we're all Borderlands cosplayers. And that's actually because of Borderlands and specifically Borderlands cosplay. That's how I met Sterling.
That's very interesting, and I like how all of this brings us together. And I think that's been very common at the cons we've gone to, Tyler. Even though we've gone to 2 cons as fans and 2 cons as Bitfaced.
Yeah,
3 coming up next weekend.
since I've known you, that's what we've been to for sure.
I know
And-
we went to the Toy Con here once.
Oh yeah, we've been to the Joy-Con. That's true. And I was trying to think, did we go to another one? But I think I went alone over to Galaxy Fest because the Black Remote invited me, and I just went and got drunk with him and played video games.
Which is great.
Oh, it was great.
Do you
played
know the
fighting
Black
games.
Remote?
No, but that sounds great. It's like,
You would love. We all love the Black Remote.
oh,
Cool guy.
Hate his girlfriend. Love the Black Remote.
Oh yeah, if you end up coming to one of our fireside gatherings, our tournaments,
I will. I promise. One day I'll do it.
over at the Fox, he runs the fighting game tournament.
Oh,
side of it.
nice.
Yeah. So,
Hell yeah.
cool kid.
So I think you're giving me rap signals, aren't you, over there?
No, I was trying to tell him that the person who said "I'm here and now I'm gone" is 12. That was 12.
Oh,
Saucy,
that
you were a
was-
terrible person.
No,
I'm just kidding.
none of that. I'm curious though. Since I've started watching you, I don't really know how you jumped into our Colorado Springs Hearthstone group. But that's when I started jumping onto your stream,
Yeah.
and you were posting in there.
Uh-huh.
And you say that you sometimes wear your suit, your
Yeah.
fursuit.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't in the past bit just from like moving and stuff the past few weeks because like it's been crazy and setting up the green screen, and I haven't tested it with the fake fur yet because I don't know how it works yet. But yeah, I've streamed Dark Souls a couple times in fursuit. Terrible idea because the game's hard to begin with, and when you can't fucking see, telegraphing enemies is not as easy as before. But I use a ladder in fursuit a lot, and I was actually, someone was telling me you need to do it a lot more because like people love that shit. They're like, hey, look at this stupid stuffed animal who's like climbing ladder in Hearthstone. Like it's
different.
unique, yeah. And that was when I first started streaming. I did it a lot more than I do now because like people are like, oh, going through like here's all the people playing Dark Souls. This one's a fucking animal. What is going on?
See, that would get me to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I can't play horror games in it because you can't see my facial expressions. So that's
Yeah.
all the fun in that is me getting scared because I get super fucking scared. But Hearthstone's pretty easy because it's not fast paced, so I can actually take time to like look close at the screen and what's going on. But like Dark Souls is tough. Any game that's like fast paced is really difficult because your vision is shit in that thing. But
I don't know how you play Souls with a mask over your head.
yeah, I
I
beat
can
2
barely
bosses.
play it with 2 working eyes and hands.
Yeah, I beat the, I think it was the big tree guy. I forgot what his name was in Dark Souls 3. The one that, like, he shakes and, like, the things come down and it's gross.
Oh yeah, and you fall through the middle of the
Yeah,
map.
so I played that in Fursuit, and then I did, it was the when you go through like the area that's like all poison, it's like all tar, the like demon up top, like if you go through where there's like the big wolf guy and you go up top and there's like the big demon guy, I beat him in fursuit too. It was kind of fun, but not easy. It's like, this should take me 20 minutes. It's now 5 hours. Like, god damn it.
One of the things they added to Souls 3 is when you get half of the boss's life down, they do another form.
Yeah.
They didn't do that in the other two games.
It's pretty cool. They a little bit, I think, in 2, but not as much. Like, this is a whole new thing.
How far did you get in 2?
I beat the first. I'm at the second boss.
Okay, so you haven't gotten to the worst boss in Dark Souls history.
No,
in my opinion.
I've only died like 300 times. I added a death counter in 2. Like, it was actually Turtwig who's in our chat right now watching this. He's like, "Hey, you should make a death counter." So I researched doing it, and like every time I die, the counter goes up. It's like, yeah, I'm at like 300. Fuck it, let's keep going.
Are you playing Ashes tomorrow on PC?
That's on PS4.
Shit.
Yeah. Like,
I would almost come join you for a bit.
Oh, I'd love it.
You could summon me.
I actually thought about buying Dark Souls 3 on PC just because, like, when I first started streaming, my PC was a piece of shit, and we called it the dumpster fire. And all it could do was run my game capture from my PlayStation, and even then it was, like, capped out. Like, everything was maxed out, so we called it the dumpster fire. And so I streamed only on PS4 when I first started, but actually the stream, they were really awesome, and they donated me a computer. So now my new PC was all donated by the stream. So if anyone's watching who donated, thank you. But yeah, so now we have the Dumpster Fire 2.0. That's not actually a piece of shit.
It's not actually a dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's not, but everyone calls it that. So like, hey, it's the Dumpster Fire. I'm like, yeah,
I want to play Souls with you.
I'm tempted to buy 3 on PC just because it's...
Get it on the the one.
Yeah.
That's where I play.
I had an Xbox One, and I recently sold it because I didn't play it. Like, I got it for Titanfall, and now they released Titanfall 2 on PS4, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm selling my Xbox.
Yeah.
See, I'm the same way with the PS4. I bought it for Uncharted 4. Since Uncharted 4 has come and gone, all I've played on is the one. There hasn't been a Sony exclusive. Well, Salt and Sanctuary, I want to try.
Ooh, that looks good.
I have it downloaded. You're free to play it.
Yeah.
Either of you are free to play it as soon
good.
as we're done. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd love to play it. Are we wrap time here?
We're kind of at our normal episode time, so we can definitely wrap if that's something we're looking to do. We're at 1:15. We're a little over.
Anything else you guys are excited about this year before I close us out tonight?
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Hell yeah.
Counting down the days.
That's 7 days.
Yep.
It's coming out
So
next
excited.
Friday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the last big, what's the last big game release this year? They've all happened, right?
That's the last one that I care about.
That's got to be the
Is
last one.
there anything else? No, sorry.
There's one that I cannot think of that
There's
I know
one
is
that
coming out
I
in
already
December.
have pre-ordered
What's
that
that?
no one else is excited about.
What's that?
Dead Rising 4.
Oh, that sounds
Oh.
great. No, that game was amazing.
Christmas
Yeah.
themed. So you have like a candy cane gun and shit. Christmas in the mall. I cannot
Awesome.
That sounds
fucking
great.
wait to play Dead Rising 4.
You'll have to send me. So one of my favorite things that I love to do is just making props of random weapons just to have around the house, I guess. So
Great.
I love the
I
idea
will
of the
do
candy cane.
Frank West if you make me a gun.
Okay,
I will
deal.
totally do
Deal.
Frank West.
But I want screenshots of this candy cane gun because I want to make that. That'd be awesome.
I have
So-
no problem sending you screenshots.
Okay.
I have not watched it, but are you a fan of The Walking Dead?
No, so I'm a big fan of the comics. I have not watched it.
Okay, that's still fine for me. See, I have an ex-wife too, and I really want a Lucille.
Okay.
So you should make me one of those.
Okay.
And I'll
Can
call
Are you
it,
going to be Negan?
and I'll be Negan.
Oh man.
And I'll even call it by my ex-wife's name.
Glendolyn is her name.
No, it's Ariel.
Oh, same thing.
Basically the same.
You were pretty close there, Saucy, with
Yeah.
Spider Glendolyn.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I don't want to go into this.
Let's
Let's
finish
no.
the cast.
Nope. Continue something
the
else.
only game release that matters coming out, Mean Streets of Gadgetzan.
That's what's up.
Hearthstone expansion
Hearthstone
comes out
expansion.
early December.
We're getting into
That would be
December.
why both of us are just
Yeah.
like blank looking around.
You know, I'm gonna
I'm
be
so
honest. I'll be
stoked.
spending like $150 on it when it comes out. Fuck it. I
I've
don't
got
know.
enough
Do
gold.
you
to
drop
buy-
$150 every time a fucking expansion comes out?
No. So, well, yes, but no. Let me preface.
Zach
when,
Thelma.
Okay.
No, when we did, when the Grand Tournament came out, I spent $50 on the pre-order package, and I was streaming card openings. And over the course of that I had $100 in donations for card packs. And people are like, just keep buying more packs. I'm like, you realize you can take this money and buy your own card packs? Like, I don't know, fuck it, just keep opening your cards yourself. I'm like, okay. So that one I only spent $50.
To go back to where we started tonight, that right there is what fucking fascinates me.
Yeah.
Why would they give you money to do something that they? I will never understand that.
Well, again,
I think
it's
it's
you know,
cool.
yeah, it's
It's a show. It's entertainment.
yeah, it's exactly, and you know, you get attached to these people that you're watching because, like he said, he interacts with his people. It's a community thing. So wouldn't you buy a gift for your friend? I mean, it's kind of a similar mentality.
Just like the Awesome Mix #1.
Yeah, but to be fair, you bought me that because I'm a fan of movies, and you are my friend. Like, we hang out all the time. And
They hang out with him on his stream.
6 days a week we hang out.
Exactly.
when can we catch your stream? When can I watch you play Dark Souls tomorrow, my friend? Because I have the day off.
Oh yeah, I'll be.
And I
playing
would
in the morning.
love to tune in. I might chat a bit. I'm more of a
A
voyeur.
lurker. You're a lurker.
Am I
He's
a
a
lurker? Is that what they call
That's
it?
what they call it.
It's
When you
the-
don't
that's
talk.
the quote air quotes right now
Yeah.
for those who can't see me because everyone can't.
A lurker.
Lurker, yeah. Tomorrow morning, I think I'm going on
Do you
like.
dislike lurkers? Is
No,
there anything wrong
lurkers
if I
are
just
fucking
want to?
great. I love lurkers.
If I just want to watch you play a little Souls tomorrow?
It's funny. So I use
Eat my cereal?
a program, a separate program to see, because Twitch is really weird. I don't know if you guys are super into Twitch, but so the viewer count on the bottom of Twitch is like a fourth of the people actually in yours. They're only people that are actively chatting at the time that have registered accounts.
Really?
Yep. So I have a program that shows the amount of people who are in my channel that are just anonymous people that aren't logged in, the amount of people who are logged in but not active at all, and then the people who are active. And so it's so weird. Like I'll be playing Hearthstone and have like it'll show 20 people in the bottom, but I really have like 50 or 60 people just that are like unregistered that aren't talking at all. So I've had people like pop in, they've been there for like 2 hours, we're playing like Dark Souls or something, and I can see their names but they haven't said anything, so no one knows they're in chat. So I'll be like, hey, Pepsi Ninja 43, thank you. They're like gone instantly. They're like, oh shit, he found me. It's like, I'm out. It's so funny. But sometimes like,
To be fair, though, his name was Pepsi Ninja 43.
oh yeah,
like-
we had like I think it was yesterday. We had Ghost Pants was someone that was in there. They're like, oh yeah, hey, what's up? Just hanging out, watching you play some stupid Reno Dragon Cthulhu deck. I'm like, yeah, what's up? So it's pretty cool. But yeah, lurkers are great. Like it's amazing. They don't go to your view count at all though, so it just kind of sucks. But
When are you streaming? When can our viewers come
yeah,
see you?
I keep my schedule
Especially
updated.
streaming in a costume, for crying out
Yeah,
loud.
I might
We
actually
can-
be doing that tomorrow night. If I'm trying to get the green screen calibrated for the blue fur, but I keep my schedule updated, just saucymailman.com. But I think tomorrow 8 a.m. Mountain Time is when I'm going live, so I'll be a few hours of Dark Souls 3 me fucking up.
8 a.m.?
I think so. Yeah, I think
I'll-
that's what's on my website. I think.
I'll still be drunk and maybe
Let me
sleeping.
verify. I could have just lied completely.
It's okay. I just want, Tyler will link to it. So
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's
we'll
8 or
link to it.
9, maybe 9. I don't fucking know.
He's like, I'll be on whenever I get on. He's like, I just give people a time.
Well, Saucy, since you live around the corner,
Yeah.
I assume this will not be the last time we get to hang out.
No, this has
Mics
been
or
a
not.
blast. I'm having a good. This is awesome. I'm glad
Can-
I met you guys.
Can we come onto the stream?
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
Can we get our own animal costumes and come onto the stream?
can-
If you have $3,000.
Yeah, you just gotta buy them.
Are they that fucking expensive?
Mine's
Oh,
$3
yeah.
grand.
To look like fucking Billy Bob from Showbiz
Yeah,
Pizza?
dude.
Turtwig confirms tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I put.
$3,000.
Okay. It's 9 a.m. our time. It's 8 a.m. I put all my times in Pacific because I'm stupid. So it's 9 a.m. our time here.
9
where
a.m.
we
Okay.
are.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. So I can get another hour of sleep.
Tyler, what furry animal would you want to be?
That's really tough. I mean, my favorite animals are like, I like foxes.
That's because they're the best, obviously. So.
Yeah.
That's my favorite animal. And then my second favorite animal is a panda.
Pandas are great.
You'd be a good panda, Tyler.
Yeah.
I think I would be a good panda.
You would, right?
You would actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't really know beyond that. Like I feel like those are my jam. That's what I would do.
You could be a panda, like a red panda, even.
Ooh, red
Oh,
panda
I
would. That's
love
kind
red
of like a
pandas.
fox
Yeah.
almost.
It's like
Yeah.
a fox panda hybrid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm down for a red panda.
Yeah.
Well,
What would
that's-
you be?
Oh my God! Don't even ask.
No,
me
don't
that.
fuck around. Come on,
I could see you.
Don't ask a question you're not prepared to
I could see
answer.
you as like a hyena.
friend.
I definitely could be a hyena.
Yeah.
I think like if we're going straight, furry gay community, I
Yeah.
should be a bear.
Could be, yeah. Or even like a polar bear.
Oh, there you go,
That's where it's at.
buddy.
Good.
I'd be
Yeah.
it because I'll cold cock you.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. This is all fascinating shit to me. So
Yeah.
I hope I know we're gonna talk after this and it won't be recorded. But thank you for coming by
Dude, I've had a
tonight.
blast.
No, it's always good to have you guys here. And like I said, the Friday episodes of Bitfaced are always the rowdiest episodes. I guess you guys can see us next week at, well, I don't even know. This is going to come out Wednesday.
I think we're going to release the edited version, which
Yeah.
I think will mostly be everything we've talked about.
So not so edited.
So not so edited, kind of just trimmed maybe. I have 10 minutes before we were live.
Okay.
I'll trim that.
Like sound checking.
Yeah.
That sound check of, hey, give me a sound check. Okay, fuck you.
Fuck you.
The best sound
Yeah,
check.
great.
Yeah, so we'll trim that up. We'll put this up Wednesday though. And then beyond that, we are going to probably be live next Saturday.
We'll be live Saturday at Indie Game Con.
Indie Game
Ooh.
Expo in Denver, yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
If they have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, if they have Wi-Fi, because they told us they might not, so we might not be live.
And B-Wrecka might be with us.
Yeah.
Or it might just be me and Tyler.
It happens.
I'll definitely stop by at least for a couple hours.
Please
Yeah.
come by and record. And I'm excited that we got invited to a video game convention. We got into this to do, pop culture and whatever, and comic book conventions is fun. But I was really excited this past weekend when we got to actually sit down and play. Can we even talk about what game we played? It's fucking awesome.
I don't think so yet.
I don't think we can either.
It's kind of under wraps, and they said they might want us to do their big media release.
Oh, cool.
And so hopefully soon we'll tell you all about it.
A secret.
It really, though, it takes a lot to impress me. And the way they blended two elements of games, it's basically a fighting game platformer that plays like Okami.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I would describe it.
Cool. I'd be interested.
I wouldn't be sucking this game off if it wasn't legit, and we had a lot of fun playing it. I can't wait to play it again. So catch us at Indie Game Con. Across the table from me, bringing his furry, also his love for streaming, the Saucymailman. To my left, B-Rex. To my right, TRG. I'm Eric G. Hollis. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, before you say we are out, as you classically do, I just want to shout out to everyone who's watching.
Yeah, you guys rock.
Yep.
I'm Eric G. Hollis from Bitfaced, and I am furry.